Hi guys, it's Nunu, and here is a class summary to help us become focused. Where have we been in weeks 1 through 3, and where are we going in weeks 4 through 6, which remain? Well, we've been focusing on 1933. That's been an important year for us. In our discussion 1 essay, we focused on the 1933 cover of Time in March, featuring Hitler in a pleasant garden with a seated German Shepherd dog with its tongue hanging out, which is not a sign of ferocity, but of relaxation for a dog literally taking a breather or a rest. So we looked at this cover here and we questioned whether Time was responsible. If people not reading the cover story inside the magazine, but just looking at this drawing of Hitler, would come to a faulty conclusion about Hitler using faulty deductive reasoning or a syllogism. Our discussion 2 essay, we're focusing on the 1933 Reichsconkordant, the concordant between the Vatican, the hierarchy of the Roman Catholic Church, and Adolf Hitler. Now, a concordant is an agreement, and it was made in 1933, and we're questioning whether this agreement made between the hierarchy of the Roman Catholic Church and Adolf Hitler was sound critical thinking in much the way we question the cover of Time, the motivation of the editors, the thinking. And so 1933 was our year. In our last discussion 3 essay, we're going to jump 10 years to the future, and we're going to discuss the White Rose Group, Munich University students and their professor who transformed from Hitler enthusiast to activist against Hitler in the Third Reich and were executed via the guillotine in 1943 and decried Hitler until the last moment of their lives. Okay, so these are key members of the White Rose Group. This is Sophie Scholl, this is her brother Hans, and this is Christian Probst. So they were tried and executed the same day. They were decapitated because they were protesting the Holocaust and all of Hitler's policies. They were children when they were forced to become Hitler Youth. And what they learned is Hitler Youth, seeing Jewish people being murdered, changed their minds. And they transformed into critical thinkers. And they bring this question to us, which is the topic of our final discussion essay. Does everyone have the obligation to think critically and to act ethically so that tyrants don't rise to power? And our topic for this week, of course, is the Concordant. We're in week 4, and this is Eugenio Pacelli. He later became Pope Pius XII, and of course, Adolf Hitler. And this is Edith Stein. She was a Jewish intellectual who became Teresa Benedicta of the Cross. She became a Roman Catholic nun, and she died in Auschwitz with her sister. Prison guards remembered her because she was the only calm one as the people were about to be shoved into the gas chamber. She had her arm around her sister, and of course she was in full uniform, her habit as a Roman Catholic nun. And Edith Stein begged this guy, Eugenio Pacelli, not to sign the agreement with Hitler. So we're going to find out why he signed the agreement. Was it sound critical thinking? What were his reasons? And what she thought about the signing. So that's where we are. And if you have any questions or concerns, I'm here in inbox. Remember, we're discussing all about the Holocaust because we want to find out how tyrants rise to power. Does it occur when people do not engage in critical thinking? And of course, our important question here is, does everyone have the obligation to think critically and to act ethically? And sometimes when we act ethically, the repercussions, the consequences are very serious. These 3 were executed. And I think, however, Germans everywhere could be proud of them. These 3 Germans and others stood up and they gave their lives in protest of the Holocaust. Okay, so this is our heavy question for this week, dealing with this real world scenario about critical thinking. If you have any questions or concerns, I'm here in the inbox. You're never bothering me. Email me. as many times as you need to if an assignment is not clear, and help me to make it clear. All right, let's have a good week.